This is Andy Purewal for ID Boxing. I'm joined by heavyweight Michael Hunter here in London. I'm good, Michael. It's been a while since I last saw you, and I wasn't expecting to see you here today.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, I'm here, man. I know I've been trying to. It look like I'm trying to dodge my man in the interviews, but I'm not.
Michael, what brings you to London?
Oh, I'm here. Well, one, I'm here for the fight and to pick a fight. You know, the Anthony Yarde fan. I'm an Anthony Yarde fan, and I like. I fought Beterbiev in the Olympics. I know this fight it's probably not gonna last long, so I'm excited to see it.
Reflect on your experiences with Beterbiev, Michael. Going back to that, how much has he evolved in the professional ranks?
Well, he's definitely developed. Obviously, he's gotten a lot more experience. He hits harder now. He's a little older. He went down in weight. When we fought, he was bigger. He was in a bigger weight class. So, he's done very well in his career.
Looking towards tomorrow night, you said you're an Anthony Yarde fan, so I assume that means you're rooting for him to pull off a victory tomorrow night. With that in mind, what does he have to do to be successful?
I think that he just has to, keep on his own feet, keep his space. He's very talented. I think he needs to just pick a couple of tools out of his toolbox and don't make things too difficult. Just keep it simple.
What is your prediction?
No, don't make me do that. I think somebody going to sleep, so I don't think it's going to last. That's my prediction.
That's fair enough, Michael. Then coming on to yourself, no news in terms of what's next for you at this stage of your career. What can you fill people in on?
That I'm coming to get somebody. I'm going to push the issue, and I won't be out of fighting for too much longer. And when I do, I'm going to shock the world. So.
Is there anyone in particular, because the names Hughie Fury was linked previously, there was obviously a fight in line there, and then Daniel Dubois has also been mentioned as well. Is there anybody in particular you think you'll be returning against?
Nobody particularly just yet. There's a few different options on the table, and I want to just take them all if I could, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Talked about the Hughie Fury fight, that never happened, obviously that was spoken about. Is there bad blood there?
No. I wish nothing but the best for Hughie Fury. I think that, it was unfortunate that we couldn't get in the ring together and share that time, that intimate time together. And, I wish nothing but the best for him.
What would you make of a fight between the pair of you? Stylistically, how would it match up?
I think it would be an ugly fight, to be honest. That was a fight I was not interested in originally. But the fact that, they put him in front of me just made me interested. But stylistically, I think it would be an ugly fight until I got to him. And I feel like I would definitely get to him.
Daniel Dubois, you've also been mentioned for that fight. We saw him come through quite a tumultuous fight with Kevin Lerena, a up and down fight. What did you make of his performance in that fight?
It was a little, up and down. But, I think it's experience, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is, what did he learn from it? And will he come back stronger, you know what I'm saying? We don't know yet, but hopefully he does.
There's no doubt in it, the power he possesses, Michael, but watching that fight as well, and if you was imagining yourself in the ring with him, how much of that did you see and think you can exploit him?
I feel like, when I watch a fight, I could, exploit a lot of these heavyweights out here. So I've always get excited, and I always want to jump in there and think I should be in there. So that's how I feel about every fight. Sometimes even the smaller guys, in different weight classes, I feel like, skill-wise, I'm just as good or smarter than them. So.
How difficult and a frustrating period of your career has this been, then, Michael?
Say again?
How difficult or frustrating of this period in your career has it been?
Oh, man, it's been very difficult, very frustrating. But, you got to just keep working through it. I know that, my talent cannot be, pushed aside. And as long as they allow me to show it, and if I can get on these shows, then it's over. It's a done deal, you know what I'm saying? So I've always felt like I've been the best in the world. And for somebody to try it, you know what I'm saying? So we're just waiting patiently.
Michael, you still very are much mentioned amongst the other top names in the division. It's just for whatever reason we haven't seen you back in the ring in a big profile fight. Looking at the division, I know you don't want to name anybody because you'll step in with anybody, as you've said, but are there any names, there has to be somebody you look at and you think, I want them, I want to share the ring with them?
Right now is Joe Joyce. Yeah, right now I think it would be Joe Joyce. If I had anything, if I had number one, it would be Usyk, and Tyson Fury.
The Joe Joyce one's obviously an interesting one. You've seen the juggernaut, we've seen his non-stop pressure style. How would you look to combat that and how would you defeat him?
Well, Joe Joyce only just because I feel like he will fight me. I think that fight could be made. I think that I match up really well with him, and it's an exciting fight for the fans because they know that I'm not going to be backing down, and they know he's going to be coming forward. So.
We know obviously Joe is in the market for another opponent, man, so I assume you'll be here with Team Warren trying to kind of state your case as to why you believe you could go and upset the odds, defeat him and give him a tough test that everybody again wants to see him in with another tough test.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to, I want to shock the world. I want to do big things in boxing, and my route hasn't been as smooth as others, but I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere, and I'm going to be in the ring as soon as possible, and I'm going to show up and show out.
Another fight which has been mentioned is the Martin Bakole rematch. Do you think that could be revisited since you obviously defeated him? Do you think that could be looked back into?
Yeah, I mean, I know they say they want it, but when it was offered, they didn't take it. Might have been short notice, but whenever they want some, that's a fight I can take. Whatever fight they want to give me, and I have to show my skills on, then I'm willing to do so. At the end of the day, it's me versus me anyway. So.
Mark, I was just thinking about it now. I never saw your name mentioned for Anthony Joshua when he was deciding his next opponent. It seems as if AJ will face Jermaine Franklin next. Was you surprised that maybe your name wasn't thrown out there more so?
No, I wasn't. I think the fight is not a real good fight, but I think that it might be a good choice for Anthony. And I think it is what it is. Nothing I can say about it.
What do you make of Joshua Franklin?
I think Anthony Joshua should definitely do his job. If he doesn't knock him out, then he need to continue to stay on the drawing board. But he should definitely stop him.
And final one, because I know your team and that were ready to shoot off a final couple rather. Fury-Usyk, we're expecting an announcement as to when that undisputed bout will be in the imminent future. Just your thoughts.
My thoughts about who was it? Oh, man, I think it's gonna be a draw. That's it.
That's fair enough, Michael. I wouldn't say that's an unrealistic outcome. And then Wilder-Ruiz, again, your take.
I think that's a very interesting fight. We got one really tall, skinny toothpick, and then we got a short marshmallow. So I think I like that fight. I think Andy Ruiz's experience is gonna come through on this one. I think his tactics. He's more cerebral. He thinks a little bit more in there than Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder has the leverage. He has the height. He's starting to find his distance a little better as he's getting older. So I think it's a very exciting fight. They're both big punchers.
We know that's a WBC final eliminator, Michael, but again, after Deontay's comeback, he fought Robert Helenia, stopped him in the round. Was your name ever bandied about? An all-American heavyweight fight could have got everybody excited.
Say again?
Was your name ever in the frame to potentially face Deontay Wilder or Andy Ruiz in the most recent months?
No, absolutely not. No.
That's fair enough, Michael. I know you've got to shoot off now, so thank you for speaking to me. Enjoy the rest of your time here in London.
No problem. Thank you.